Made it back to trail. Had a nice 0 yesterday. Stayed at the cabin in Andover. Honey, the owner, is just an absolute treasure. Just awesome. Had a great stay. Really cool. It was cool finally seeing the table where all the hikers sign, and Earl Schaefer signed the underneath of it. Yeah, just really lucky that they were open and I got to stay there. It was awesome. So now it's about 20 miles to Grafton Notch. So I've got 4 days of food because, you know, just given the conditions from the last days and what I expect, you know, probably be doing 5 miles a day. And oh, look at that. Snow's not too bad right there. So it's kind of what to expect. Nothing too crazy coming up, I think. How can I already be this dumb? I'm straight to the town. I got nothing to say. And my arm, it's holding up the camera. Because I'm trying to do better angles. Instead of the booger angle, I'm trying to do a good angle. And my weak shoulder, this is tough on my arm. Holding the camera up. This camera weighs a couple ounces, man. It's shoulder workout. But we are heading into a heat wave now. Lows are like 10 at night, but highs are like 20s during the day. So it's gonna be nice. No more sub-zero, at least for the time being. So that's really cool. Beautiful trail. Yep. Glad I counted on only 5 miles a day. Because it's steep and it's deep. So what you do is you collapse all the snow to get a good foot. Then you knee the snowpack so that you can get your foot up and collapse again. And after all of that, you've made it about 6 inches. And then you rinse and you repeat. And you rinse. See. Oh, dude, I should put a measuring stick. Whatever. I was gonna say I should put a measuring stick on my trekking poles so I can know how deep the snow is, but if I keep pushing them, they'll keep going to the floor. Also, they're set at 125 centimeters on the bottom and top section, so dude, I don't know why we're using metric on these. I'm a freedom unit kind of guy. Give me inches. Probably I think another 1.5 miles of this to the top of this first climb. There we go. One climb done. Nice. Now I go down, then go back up, and there's a shelter. No water at the shelter though, so I gotta fill up at the bottom of the climb and then carry water all the way up. So I I guess we'll be doing a strength training session today. God, it's like the light side versus the dark side. Beautiful little view. Back into the woods. There's been some deep snow, but I'm just gonna jinx myself. Why do I do this? I already started it, so fuck it, I'll say it. But there hasn't been any trees hanging over trail yet, so. But God, now, why did I do that? Now I know I'm just gonna run into trees. Look at it. It's just like, it's like right when I start heading into where I could possibly run into trees hanging over trail. That's when I'm like, oh, I haven't hit any trees yet. I'm an idiot. Ooh, God, this looks cool though. Yeah, it's beautiful. Dude, before I left, Honey made me brownies while I was there, and she was like, how about you just take the rest of the brownies with you? Oh, I'm about to smash this brownie right now. So good. Look at this wall of yellow pee-pee ice. Wonder what it tastes like. I'm kind of surprised the snow is deeper on this side going down. Usually it's much easier to go down because you don't have to pick up your leg as high to get your next step in, because you know the train is going down instead of up. But because the snow's so deep on this side, whereas on the upper side, on the north side, there were some stretches I was able to stay on top and only go on top of the gator, but this side, you can never tell by the tracks. I think you like kick snow back into them, but you know, this is knee plus deep. But yeah, you look at my tracks and it just looks like it's 6 inches. But now it starts getting steep, so maybe I'll be able to cruise down. It's a cool view through the trees of all these mountains. This is a cool little section of trail. There's no like big grand mountains, but it's like these valleys and these really steep walls that are pretty neat looking. Yeah, I think this is trail. It is. Okay. Also, I never filmed it because I filmed nothing yesterday on my Zero, but I repaired my gator again. Just more shoe goo and more. I used tenacious repair tape on it, but that doesn't even matter. It's just the shoe goo is what's holding everything together. I am kind of worried. The tenacious tape got really brittle last time I used it, and when it was super cold out, it shattered. The tape itself chipped and shattered. So I hope this holds up. I really put a big layer of shoe goo all over it. So, I mean, it's pretty much like the tenacious tape was just a backer for the shoe goo. But yeah, the gators are make it one more stretch. And Bethel, the next stop where I'm gonna at Grafton Notch, I'm gonna try to hitch in there. I think there's an outfitter, so maybe I'll pick up a new pair of gators, or maybe I'll just continue to shoe goo these until the end of days. Because I don't know, is it stupid to get a brand new pair of gators when I know I'm gonna kick a hole in them? Unless they've got like Kevlar gators that, you know, Captain Klutz can't put a hole in. Maybe then I'll get some. But they definitely have to be more substantial than these, but these are the outdoor research crocodile ones. Like I'm pretty sure they're beefiest gators. They just can't withstand how much I kick myself in my snowshoes. It's kind of interesting too, because the edge of these snowshoes don't really have points on them. So I don't know what I've clipped on. It's also very possible that I haven't been clipping them on the gators. Look at it, I'm gonna hold the camera up at a better angle now. It's very possible I haven't been clipping these on the snowshoes, and it's been the blowdowns I've been going over and lifting a leg over and stuff that some of the holes may have been caused by. But that sucks. Sucks they can't hold up to a pine tree, if that's the truth. See, look at, if I wasn't paying attention and didn't have killer intuition, I would have kept going there. But there was a disturbance in the forest, and I could just feel it. So look at, there's a blaze. This is the way I was heading, but I got my Peter tingle, and now I'm gonna hang a left. And oh, what's that on that tree? The wide angle lens doesn't pick it up. Can you see it now? Oh, it's a blaze. My spidey sense was tingling. My Peter tingle went off and I knew. This is a steep little bit of trail, just heading right down into this ravine. Fucking neat, dude. God, dude. I'm just out in nature. Going on a nature walk. I'm just freaking pumped it's warm out and that I've got enough food. We're doing 5 miles a day, doesn't matter. I'm probably only gonna do 4 today because I just want to get to the shelter. I don't feel like setting up my tent. I got it all dried out and packed up really nicely and tiny. So shelter sounds good. But then tomorrow, the next shelter after this one's like 10 miles, so yeah, right. Highly doubt I'm gonna make that unless the snow conditions really change and can bust out 10 tomorrow, but I doubt it. Bet I do like 5 or 6 or 7. It's kind of what I can get out here in a full day. So maybe a tent tomorrow night. Not much else than that. There's some mountain at the end of this little stretch here. We all know I'm an idiot and don't know the name of it. Old Speck. I'm just making up a name. Maybe that's it. But it's got an exposed peak. So that'll be cool to get to. I'm kind of excited for that. But, you know, days leading up to that are pretty uneventful. Just kind of cruising through the trees. No exposed ridge lines or big sweeping views. I'll just be a forest man for a little bit. Yeah, son, do your work. Do your worst. Come out here, melt some snow. Then maybe it'll freeze up and make a crispy layer for me to walk on. More pee-pee ice. Ooh. Yuff, look at all that. Maybe I should break out my ice axe and do some climbing. Continues on this whole wall. Just cool. Just cool. A neat little section. All the way in the distance through there, you can't see there's some big mountains going down into this ravine. Snow's been deep, but you know what? The trail's been pretty wide and I haven't had to deal with fighting through anything, so I didn't quite jinx myself yet. I'll definitely run into that stuff soon, but it's been nice. Slow, but really nice. Sun's out, sun's shining. Look at, I'm sending all these like little snowballs down But yeah, it's pretty deep snow. I was surprised. It was really deep on the other side too, but I was just staying on that first 2 feet of it. But there was a couple times I broke through and I was like waist deep. So something happened in the last 2 feet or so of snow between that, where there was like a little harder zone that I was able to stay on top of. So that was really nice. Oh. We've got some more rebar, and there's even a step down there, but I'm just gonna bear hug this tree and slowly lower myself down. That'll work a little bit better, I think, for me. There's a lot of this rebar in this stretch. It's kind of crazy. There we go. Just hug that and actually just kick steps going down, so it wasn't bad. How do they get these things in? They drill holes and then they must... Looks like they epoxied it in, or... Yeah, who knows? Huh. I guess the snow actually makes that section a little bit easier. All right, we got a Sawyer Brook here. As you can see, little water pockets. It is flowing under there. There's a blaze over there. So, let's not get our feet wet at the very start of this stretch. Yeah, that's about the only mission right now. Is don't be an idiot and get wet. It's a 2-part mission. Don't be an idiot. Impossible. Alright, so failed that, but maybe I can do the do not get wet part. Now, can you see, maybe not, some animals have tracks going across. It's kind of weird. There's a blaze on this tree, there's a blaze on this tree, there's a blaze on this tree. So I guess the trail like skirts this way to that blaze and goes across, and that's also where the animals went across. So I think I'm gonna take that approach. Oh my god, what am I on right now? I'm stepping over some precarious rocks, but I don't know if it's wind or raging water I'm hearing right now. I don't have music playing right now, but I do have earbuds in, so that does impede sounds. Okay, making our way over to the first blaze. This water looks stagnant here. Yeah, I'm thinking follow the wildlife tracks, because it looks like they didn't punch through anything, and I feel like they know the path. But again, I just got to be careful, because I've learned my lesson last time. That wet feet suck. It's tough, man, dude. You know, look at this, it's all fluffy. It's all fluffy lumps. I got no clue where the water is and where the water isn't. But we got some dur tracks. Maybe these are durs. They look smart. See, like little veins. I don't want to step on the vein. Why is that snow sinking there? Maybe because there's water underneath it. So I'm gonna follow my durs. Close relative of my spirit. See? Broke through. Water right there. Okay, readjust. That's a rock. Okay. We're good? Fuck. I fucking hate this shit. Come on, deer. Hey. Okay. See, the problem is, now this little no man's zone here feels like it should be safe. But you never know, dude. The banks are never safe. Alright. Easy. 100% confident that entire time. Zero issues. Hey, I was wrong, dude. I was wrong. I can accomplish both parts of that. I'd be a genius. Oh my god. I gotta freaking... It doesn't seem like it'd be a lot of work. But like... I gotta make my way up this freaking snowbank. Either way, dude. I'm a genius and I didn't get my feet wet. Your mission if you choose to accept it. Alright. Sick! And there's a picnic table over here. You probably can't see it 'cause it's covered in snow, but it's just peeking out. Yoo-hoo! Just as I was heading down this, there's a couple snowmobiles ripping on this trail. Nice. Eastby Hill Road, I don't know. I don't know what any of those things are. I'm just trying to get to the shelter in 1.5. 0.7 to I think it's Hall Mountain Shelter. And just doing a little post-holing up the hill. It's just a little steep section. I think it's actually, I'll get to this. It'll be flat for a little bit. And then I just think it's going to be steep all the way up. Just kind of the way of things nowadays. Yeah, dude, I hope I get good looking legs out. Oh, crap. I don't know what's going on with that spot right there, but sometimes there's rocks or boulders that, I don't know, they just have more warmth to them, so they create big pockets around them of really loose snow, and you post hole even deeper than I'm doing right now. Okay, well, here we are, almost up to this little lip, and then not really sure what direction to hold out. Ooh, that wind's kind of cold. Alright, I'm gonna try to get out of my hole. This climb up to Hall Mountain Lean-To has been just a fight. This doesn't even look steep, but woo! Steep and deep snow, man. That's been Southern Maine. That's just been the story of Southern Maine. I am 0.2 from the Lean-To, and usually you'd be like, oh great, I think it's going to be 30 minutes to do those 0.2. This is tough going, man. There we are. You can see the blaze right there. So at least I'm on trail. Alright, made it to Hall Mountain. lean-to. Nice, just a little guy. There is a little bit of snow that is blown in, but it doesn't look too bad. So hopefully the wind stays down tonight and it doesn't get too snowy in there. Yeah, I didn't end up carrying any water up, so I'm just gonna melt snow. But I'm glad I didn't. That extra weight or whatever would have killed me. That was a tough climb. Got my butt kicked again. I think I'm gonna be saying that for the next month until I get through New Hampshire and maybe a little bit of Vermont. I'm gonna be really curious to know how long it takes me to get through New Hampshire, because yeah, it's already over a month that I've been in Maine, so it's gonna be a while. Happy to be at camp now. Melt some snow. Maybe make some hot chocolate. Who knows? I'm gonna get crazy. Well, I looked at the total mileage for the day, and from the road it was a 4.1. So I think I hit the trail about 9, got here about 5. So a good 8 hours. That true 0.5 mile an hour pace. I'm getting slower. I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow. Whatever. I mean, I budgeted 5 days of 5 miles a day for food. So hopefully one of these days I can do 6 miles and make up the mile I didn't get today. Yeah. I think this is just how it's gonna be until the snow gets better. Maybe I could be doing more, waking up earlier, starting earlier, and hiking later, get a few more. But I think I'm just gonna be a little bit lazy and not push that too hard. I don't know. Maybe that'll just wear me out. Or maybe I'm just being a baby and I should do that. And then freaking get started hiking at 6:30 in the morning and then go until 8 and night hike all night. I don't know. I think that might wear me out. Might not quite have the mental game required for that. So, who knows? Keep on keeping on. Tomorrow, it looks like an easy day, but it'll all depend on the snow. Ooh, water boiling. Water boiling. Don't put out my stove. Okay, bye now. All right, I'm going to end the day with this. Oh, that's right. There we go. Don't get in the way. Low Key 24. Inspired the name I shall graffiti once. Might be one of my favorites.